President Joe Biden decided to speak at the National Prayer Breakfast, which of course is organized by the Nefarious Fellowship Foundation, a right-wing organization. Now, it's really important for him to do so apparently, because how else would he find the time and an opportunity to tell Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell just how much he loves and appreciates him? Let's watch.
Mitch McConnell, Mitch, I don't want to hurt your reputation, but we really are friends. and that is not an epiphany we're having here at the moment. You've always done exactly what you've said. You're a man of your word, and you're a man of honor. Thank you for being my friend.
Yeah, 100% of my focus is on stopping this new administration. I think the best way to look at what this new administration is, the president may have won the nomination, but Bernie Sanders won the argument about what the new administration should be like. We're confronted with severe challenges from a new administration and a narrow majority of Democrats in the House and a 50-50 Senate to turn America into a socialist country.
So we felt it was important to follow Biden's ridiculous complimentary statements in regard to Mitch McConnell with what Mitch McConnell has clearly stated about his warpath against the Biden administration. That is what he said previously. After Mitch McConnell not only said that, but of course Republicans have been obstructionists since. Biden's like, hey, Mitch McConnell, I don't mean to hurt your reputation. Everyone's like, oh, is Biden gonna play hardball for once? No, of course not. We really are friends. We're great friends. Lots of ass slap football happening in the White House and Capitol Hill. It's disgusting.
So look, I know in the old days, and probably still today in mainstream media, they love that. They're like, oh, Biden and McConnell are such good friends. Oh, that's so great. They're screwing over the country together. Well, it's a new day in America, and I got news for all of you ass kissers in Washington. We don't like that. That's not something that appeals to Democratic voters. I know what they all think. Oh, progressive radicals. They don't believe in being in love with Mitch McConnell. Yeah, no, you're right. Guilty as charged. We don't. We think Mitch McConnell's a monster. We don't find it to be a positive thing that you're really, really good friends with him and that you like him. Is he honest? Are you joking, Joe Biden? Are you joking? He's one of the most dishonest people in American politics. He's hurt the American people so much. He's helped to lower your wages, take away healthcare from you, and 1,000 other things, taking away rights from women, gay people, you name it. Mitch McConnell is the heart of darkness. And so when Joe Biden tells us that he's great, great friends with him, I lose all respect for Joe Biden. And if you're one of those old school guys who are like, no, I think they should just love each other, and we don't agree. We don't agree to love monsters. Would you have been just as happy if Joe Biden was like, oh, Donald Trump, what a friend. What a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. I love Donald Trump. Mitch McConnell is arguably worse than Donald Trump. So no thank you.
Yeah, because he's actually strategic and carries out what his goals are, including the goal of blocking Obama's Supreme Court nominee. I don't know if Biden remembers that. He was the vice president at the time. So is that what friends do? I mean, are those the kinds of friends you keep? I guess, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other part of it. Look, Mitch McConnell, in that clip that we played for you guys right after the Biden clip, slapped Biden right across the face. And Biden's bleeding from the lip, and McConnell looks at him and goes, "You're gonna sit there and bleed all day, you're gonna do something about it."
He might ask for another.
And you know what Biden did? He was like, I love you, man. Please, I'm your friend. I wanna be your friend. You think that guy, that pathetic, drooling so-called president is gonna fight Republicans? He'd rather make out with Republicans than fight them. He's not gonna fight McConnell. McConnell's his best friend. Guys, this is what we're trying to tell you. Corporate media gives you a fake story about theatrics. Oh, the Republicans and the Democrats are fighting. Do they look like they're fighting? Every once in a while, Biden slips up and tells you the truth. Corporate Democrats and corporate Republicans have always agreed with each other on economic issues. They've always agreed to screw us over on behalf of their donors. On this show, we've shown you dozens of examples of Biden doing that, let alone McConnell. So of course Biden likes McConnell. They've screwed over Americans together for decades. So no, we're not. That is not heartwarming. What I saw there in Biden's speech was disgusting. Now I should add one other thing that's so important. TYT Investigates has uncovered that the National Prayer Breakfast, which is supposed to be bipartisan and we don't take a stance, etc., goes around the world trying to pass legislation against, I was gonna say gay Americans, but actually gay people across the world, the entire LGBTQ community, including the one in Uganda where they would have executed people for being gay.
Exactly.
You're heartwarmed by, why are you giving a speech? Everybody sign the petition, tyt.com/petitions. No Democrat should ever go and kiss the ass of these monsters, these monsters. You know who funds the entire thing? We found out. Jonathan Larson has done wonderful, amazing reporting about this, tyt.com/investigates, go read it. Turns out Franklin Graham is funding the whole thing. Franklin Graham is one of the biggest right-wing evangelical fundamentalists in the country, loves Donald Trump. Last year, the idiot schmuck Biden went to the same breakfast, gave a speech, and then Franklin Graham afterwards used the speech to attack him and back Donald Trump. He pays for the breakfast. Biden, like an idiot, shows up at the breakfast and goes, Mitch McConnell, and Franklin Graham's like, good, idiot fell for my trap. By the way, because of our reporting, tons of Democrats, even including conservative Democrats like Tim Kaine, have pulled out of the breakfast because it's embarrassing. Before, they loved going, they didn't care about gay rights, they didn't care about workers' rights, they didn't care about any of that, right? But now that it's exposed through our reporting, it's a little uncomfortable to go because then people are gonna find out you don't care about gay rights at all, okay? So now, credit to the ones that pulled out, they say, no, I do care, and I'm not gonna go anymore. By the way, I'll note, Pelosi was not at the breakfast. She's there every year, she wasn't there this year. So we're making some good progress. But when it comes to Biden, he can't wait to kiss Republican ass, so he loves this breakfast. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.